Hi, David Odell here with Odell Complete Concrete. First day on the job site. A lot of this had been prepped before we arrived, like this interior here. That's a 3-car garage. One of the garages is going to be converted to a new bedroom. Also, what we're going to do on the front, since this garage door is going to get closed up, stuccoed like the rest of the house, there's going to be a little planter in front of this. There's going to probably be a window in there as well. And then you'll have a planter bed in the front. You know, a little greenery. Maybe it'll bring in some butterflies or some hummingbirds, depending on what you plant in front of the window there. But that's kind of the idea of it. So that piece of concrete is coming out. We just saw cut it in line with the existing planter, and then we're going to stop it at the original control joint that was in the driveway. They had this all formed up. Basically what they did, they doweled into the existing driveway, sunk some rebar dowels. Since the concrete's coming out, the rebar dowels are going to fall out with it. So we're going to have to put a couple new stakes in there. No big deal. Now in that garage floor, what they did was they put a red guard on there. It's a waterproofing material. You can get it at Home Depot. You just roll it on there, a couple coats. Now it's waterproofed. All that does is stop water from coming up through the floor into whatever flooring you might use, especially damaging to a wood flooring if you didn't have a waterproof substrate underneath. However, this is a newer home, so it probably did have waterproofing under the original garage floor, but you know, why take a chance for $10 of material, or you know, maybe even $30? Go ahead, throw the red guard on there. Throw a couple dowels here and there, so that way that floor doesn't move off of that location, even though it's locked in by between some columns and stuff like that. Rebar never hurts. And we are going with the wire mesh on this one. A little something different from my usual, but this wire mesh works fine, especially when you're pouring on top of concrete, because you already have a super solid base. That's your 12-foot aluminum screed there. Nice and straight. This particular mix design, because we're indoors, we're not going to get a lot of sun. We're pouring on top of concrete. It's going to dry typically really slow. So we went with a 4,500 PSI, and then we threw 1% polar set in there as well. We were able to get in and out of here in about 3 hours, start to finish. This is your 4-foot wide bowl float. It's got a rocker arm on it there. This is actually the second pass with the bowl float. You can see there's not much water on top at this point. But right now we're just really trying to flatten it out. Get a good flat floor. So this house became a 5-bedroom with a 2-car garage. And this house happens to be in a HOA, which stands for Homeowners Association, so that's really rare to be able to do this, convert something like this, but it can be done. So with the HOA, everything has to go through approval process. Plans submitted to the HOA, they review it, and everybody on the board decides whether or not they want to let you do that or not. That's Big Blue. A tough tool to operate. You gotta have some pretty decent forearms. A lot of guys won't run it because they just go, wow, my arms are burning after 30 minutes. Then they'll switch over to the old basic Fresno, you know, the 4-inch wide, 4-foot long, and it doesn't have a rocker arm on it. So with this, all this weight on this rocker arm, you gotta hold that twist, otherwise she'll just drop right back down on you. So you're getting a good workout holding it up. We are going to run an edge down that existing stem wall just to give it a little cleaner look. We may edge it and then fill it back in, but it just helps to get a real nice flat area where they come together. I'll probably edge this outside 2x6 that's on top of the existing floor as well. That way when that form comes off, it'll come off cleaner without fracturing that corner. It's really optional though, because I mean your framing is going to set on top of that right to the outside wall anyway. Now I just hit it a little bit with the funny trowel, just the areas where I could reach it real easily, but still got to go down those walls. You know, no matter what, you're going to have to hit the wall by hand. So they put a waterproofing around that existing 6x6 post as well. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. That's ready to start framing on and throw an extra bedroom in there and get rid of a parking stall. Have a good one.